Alright, welcome back. Uh, I am Monet, hosting for More Than Peaches Gaming, and today we are going to be doing one of the first epic dungeons that you can actually do in the game, which is Valindra's Tower. So, without further ado, the only requirement for it is, other than being level 70, is a 1600 item level. They do have group requirements, but you can bypass them by going private, and that is exactly what we're going to do because we have 2 tanks and 3 DPS. So with a general party, if you're using the general makeup and trying to go through this, it can be quite slow. Um, Depending on what all you have, uh, sometimes it can go really fast. In this case, I have a kind of a mixed party with the strongest DPS I know with me. So this might go really quick. Things will die rather quickly. And I'll be opening up any types of like little shortcuts and stuff like that along the way. Um, it'll go pretty smoothly. I won't have to do a whole lot of work. When you're in here, you want to make sure that you're ready to go. It says 1600 for an item level. I recommend 2200. That way, you're on the safe side. Okay? Make sure it's actually in stuff that matters to your stats, not just, oh, I have, rank 12 dark or quartermasters on in my utility slots. So make sure they're actually important stuff. Okay? So we get some minor glitches here. We have people off to the left with the shop. And our first shortcut is going to be right around the corner. So we're just doing kind of a circle. Anybody who's actually ran any of the Dread Ring dungeons knows that this kind of looks like the Phantasmal Fortress. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here, but apparently someone's sitting on the job. Alright, so Phantasmal Fortress would be that way. We are going up to the tower. Lots of money on the ground. You can pick it up if you want. I'm not too particularly worried about it. Alright, so there's a lot of different enemies here. Here's the first shortcut that I will reveal. Leads back to the bonfire, opens up 2 doors. So if you die, you can come back through here. In the next room, we have some gelatinous cubes, which they quickly dispatched. And then there is a mimic. Alright, so the mimic is always here. I'm going to try to kill it as quickly as possible because I don't want to get left behind. And sometimes mimics take a little while to kill, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and use my daily on it as soon as I can get a good angle. I've seen this mimic kill people, so it's kind of funny to see it die. So, it didn't drop anything, so sad. Usually when you walk in this room, there are some different types of enemies and some summoning portals. So you need to defeat those, and then there would be another evoker and a few other enemies up here. Since this group is going rather fast, I'm not going to worry too much about it. They're quickly dispatching enemies so quickly that it can be somewhat tricky and confusing what all's going on. So Dreadhounds, get another evoker up here. Or, sorry, Conjurer, my bad. Conjurers and Evokers look very much alike. So. You have to kill all the enemies here before you can go through the door. If you leave the conjurer here unchecked, it gets to be a lot of enemies really quickly, and they're not easy enemies to kill. So, moving in here, we have the illusionist and the illusions. There's quite a few of them. Major one that you want to kill is this one right here. Wish things weren't right in the middle of my screen so you could see this a little bit more clearly. And to open up the gate to continue on, it's right here. So, and the gate is over here that was closed, is now open. Alright. So, few groups of enemies here, and then the next point, which is to the boss, Shatter Spine. Okay, this dungeon is kind of unique because it only has two bosses, Shatter Spine and Valindra herself. So, some good strategies whenever you're fighting these guys is, don't try to, like, cower in a corner. Don't try to have your shield up all the time. So, other than that, definitely use Templar's Wrath as a paladin. It'll be your friend forever in all of these epic dungeons. When you're unsure which skill to use Templar's Wrath. Okay, this lever opens up the next area, which is a 3-tiered enemy system. We have Dreadhounds, which aren't so bad as long as you're strong enough. These things can be quite troublesome, and if you're having difficulties with these mobs, do not fight them all at once. These guys look a little bit overconfident, so they're fighting wave after wave together. It definitely is not recommended to do it that way. So do not do that way while you're playing, unless you are 3,500 item level or higher, with a consistent group of at least, I was going to say, about 2,500 or greater. Touch this to start our battle. Valindra has quite a few phases. Her first phase is pretty simple, and you'll know when the end of her first phase is. She'll go to the middle and start attacking enemies all around her. So this first phase. She'll go pretty quickly with the right DPS. Okay, so that's the end of her first phase. This is technically second phase. I'm just going to use a great strategy. As you can see here, I can just stand here and not be hit by the red lines, but you have to worry about the phantoms. As a paladin tank, you'll notice that my overhealth, my temp HP, is not dropping very quickly. I'm not sure what causes it, but it just gets mitigated so well. It is a possibility that I just have way too much HP that it can't configure how much I have in the bar. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and free this person. Alright, so this third phase, she kind of starts attacking. She will have she technically would have had a fourth phase where she summons enemies. Like minions that come out of the ground, and you can close the caskets. But because we killed her so quickly, that didn't quite happen. And then this is what? The following phase, fourth phase. No, fifth phase. And then sixth phase is her summoning up a bunch of minions and then attacking you. all over again. So, again, I'm pretty much mitigating all the damage, not really going anywhere. This is a nice trick in case you're having trouble, staying alive. You'll notice that some people are taking an atrocious amount of damage. I'm just kind of relaxing right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and defeat her. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and skip that. So this would be a lot better if there was a lot less to it, but not that big of a deal. So that is Valindra's Tower in a nutshell. I wish there was a little bit more to show you with the boss, but the problem with her big circle that she puts underneath you is it drains your action points, so you gotta be careful, and she likes to grab people who are furthest away from her. So make sure you close that distance, and if you notice somebody's grabbed, all you have to do is attack the hand. She also has a control move where she picks you up and throws you. So, not very exciting. Alright. So, that's Valindra's Tower in a nutshell. If you need help running Valindra's Tower, there are usually people who are looking to run it. They think it's a very easy dungeon, at least on the PS4. And the PS4 is the newest platform, so not a big surprise. Alright, so that was Valindra's Tower. Alright, so, and I thank everybody who's watched this video. Hopefully it was informative. And we will be continuing our series of tutorials. Usually they're going to go kind of quick, simply because I'm running with a stronger party. So, just a heads up.